What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to be going over part 2 of getting that front fender replaced. So yesterday got everything tore apart, both front fenders, both side skirts, the front bumper, and I started straightening out the front bumper support. I got that straightened out for the most part. There were some brackets that were bent that needed to be massaged back into place with a good old 2-pound sledgehammer. Got it most of the way there, and then I started getting into some cleaning bits before the big storm came. So got about half the engine bay sorta power washed out, and I removed the cowl covering, or the cowl that covers up the AC vent when you've got your AC set on vent, so it keeps water and stuff from getting out of there. But I pulled that off because I needed to get under there to check to see if anything was clogged, and wow, I don't think I got any video evidence of how bad it was, but I mean everything was just caked with years of dust and debris. So I was able to get in there and vacuum that out. I got everything power washed. Go ahead and finish cleaning up with the power washer to get everything kind of squared away before I start putting it back together. I'm going to show you guys what I got done so far, and then I'll start the time lapse for y'all on the rest of it. All right. So you guys can see, like I did the right half of the engine bay just for effect, but even the valve cover, look how much I cleaned up. So it'd been dirty or sitting for a while. But up in here, I mean, everything was just caked, and you can kind of see the hard line that the power washer created. Anyway, I still got to do the front here. This guy, the bumper support, that thing's all torn up. And then there was some rust underneath where the old seam sealer was, and where all that dirt was caked in here, and underneath the cowl. I'll have to pull that back off to give you a shot on how clean it is, but we'll get to that. Anyways, yeah, that's it. So dirty, clean. Hopefully the rest of the car will look like that. Look how clean it is underneath the side skirt. I mean, that's awesome. So, all right, guys, we're gonna get to it. Hopefully y'all enjoy it, and hopefully I don't have to deal with any rain today. Alright, so got that cowl off. Check out the how clean the underneath the cowl got after I just power washed it out. I shoved some rags down in there, and man, it's looking good to go. I mean, that thing was filled with God knows what dirt and leaves and everything. But this, check this out. This is kind of symbolic of how the rest of the places on this car that were covered up have looked. Look how nasty that is. Alright, we're gonna get back to cleaning. I did the rest of that cleaning off camera, and then I just moved on to installing all the parts that I took off.
right here, to get the side skirts installed a little easier, just pull out the white clips that originally held it in, slide them into the side skirt. That way you can snap the side skirt into its mounting location.
Something else I didn't go over was where the actual bolts are for this fender. So the driver's side and passenger side fender each have 3 bolts holding it in up top to the front clip. And then they've got a bolt holding it on to the headlight down here in the fender, and then a bolt that holds it to the front of the headlight just behind this portion of the bumper here. One right here in the door, and then 2 right down here you saw in the last video. I think I said there was 1, but there's actually 2. And then that prying I had to do was right here along the fender to get this thing to close without rubbing. The gap was just a little close, and I think it was bent in some way in shipping, but all I did was stick a pry tool in here, one of the plastic or polyurethane pry tools that you take trim pieces off with, and I flexed it this way to see if it would bend a little bit, and it ended up giving a little bit of a gap. So I loosened up this top bolt and the bolts along the top of the fender, pried it a little bit and held it out, and then I tightened this bolt back up as well as these other 3. And that made the door actually open and close much better. Alright, so it's much cleaner. Body lines are good. This is where I hammered out the hood a little bit. It's not perfect. Hood is really messed up, and you can see kind of how it's out of alignment here in the front. Hood still comes over the light, but got the bumper kind of back out of the way. Still need to do some pulling. It's not ever going to be perfect unless I get it on a frame machine, because I think the front clip is bent a little bit, or the front radiator support. But I got that fender replaced. It looks a whole lot better. Still need to pull that dent out of the door. But that's it. Cleaned it up a bit. Even took it to the car wash. But yeah, for what it is, it looks alright. Even the paint on the roof looks much better. Shot from the back. What's going on, guys? Hopefully you enjoyed the second part of this little mini series of replacing the fender on the Civic. I do need to correct a few things. So it is a 97. I know I was saying it was 96 the whole time, but I think nostalgia was just kicking in from way back in the day when I had a 96 Honda Civic HX. But this one is a 97, so a little bit newer, but really nothing has changed. It's the exact same as a 96 through 98. Other than that, I hope some value's been brought with these videos that are getting put out on repairing some of the things with this car. So I've got a few more in the pipeline. As far as videos for the Civic go, I'm going to be taking off the EGR and cleaning that out to see if I can't clear a code. And then I've got a few other videos coming up shortly. Still working on getting it cleaned up to daily driver status. So it's got a few more things. All right, guys. So if you got any value out of this video, it'd be awesome if you guys could subscribe or hit the like button or dislike button and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys would like to see, or what you think I could do better in these videos. This is a huge learning experience, putting yourself out there like this. So I appreciate the opportunity to show you guys how to do things.